Hello students, today we will continue our same chapter, that is chapter number 7 of class 9. Today we will do exercise 7.3. As you know that this complete chapter is totally depend on congruency rule. In every question we are showing two triangles are congruent, and this this congruency pattern is totally followed based on 5 congruency rule, that are angle side angle, side angle side, side side side, angle angle side, and last one is RHS, that means right angle, hypotenuse and a side. So let's start our exercise 7.3. Again in this complete exercise we will follow these 5 congruence rule. So this is question number 1. In question number 1, figure is given, and in addition two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DBC, are given to isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means in which two sides are equal. So in triangle ABC, side AB is equal to side AC. We will mark here 1. And in the second triangle DBC, this is also an isosceles triangle. So we can say that DB is equal to DC. In this question we have to show 5 parts. As you know that these questions we are doing in a systematic way. So first point will be given, in which we will write the statement which are given in the statement. In the second part we will write that which we have to show in the question. We have to show 4 parts. So we will write this in the second point. And in third point we will do our solution. So solution is, in first part we have to show that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So triangle ABD is this one triangle, and ACD is this one. We have to show these two triangles are congruent. So find out 3 terms which are equal. As I marked here 1 1, that means in these two triangles these sides are equal. So we can write here that AB is equal to AC, and given in reason we can write that ABC is isosceles, or we can say that is given, because it is given in the statement that it is isosceles triangle. That means these two sides are equal. And in this two triangle we can also say that BD is equal to DC. Again we can say this is also given, because this triangle is also isosceles triangle. Third part is AD. AD side is common in both of the triangle. So we can write here that this is common. Now try which rule followed here. All 3 sides are equal. So we can say by side 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 rule, these two triangles are congruent. And if these two triangles are congruent, then its remaining all the parts are equal by the reason CPCT. So we can say that these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal, and these two angles are also equal. We will use this term in another parts. So we can say that this is first condition. Now we'll do next part. In next part we have to show triangle ABD. In second part we have to show triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. That means this complete half triangle, triangle ABP, is equal congruent to ACP. Now again find out 3 terms in these two triangles which are equal. First of all we can say the side AP. AB is equal to AC. Reason we can say this is given. Second is, as in first part we have shown that these two angles are equal. We can write here angle 1 and angle 2. So we can say angle 1 is equal to angle 2 from फर्स्ट पार्ट, क्योंकि फर्स्ट पार्ट में हम ये पहले ही प्रूव कर चुके हैं। नेक्स्ट इज AP साइड इज कॉमन इन बोथ ऑफ द ट्रायंगल। So these are three terms. Now check the rule. Which rule followed here? That is side angle side. So by side angle side rule, these two triangles are congruent. So this is our second part. Now third part is, in third part we have to show that AP is the bisector of angle A and angle D. Here we have D point. In third part we have to show that AP side is bisector of angle A and angle D. As here we have already showed that these two sides are congruent. That means it's all the parts are equal. So bisector means which cut to any angle and side into two equal parts. So we can say that 1 is equal to 2 from first part. We have already showed this part, so no need to show it again. Next is we have to show these two parts are equal, and for this purpose we have to show that these two triangles are congruent. So here we will write that triangle BPD and triangle CDP. Now check out the three terms in these two sides. As we have marked here that BD is equal to DC. This is given. DP is common. And BP is equal to PC. Why? In second part, from second part. Because in second part we have proved these two triangles are congruent. That means all the remaining parts are equal. So we can say that this side is equal to this side. So by the rule side side side, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then its all remaining parts are equal. So we can say that 3 and 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4 by CP/CD. So we can say that AP is bisector of angle A as well as angle D, because this line divide angle A and angle D into two equal parts. Now we'll do last part of this question. In last part we have to show that AP is the perpendicular bisector. AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Bisector means which divide it into two equal parts. That means both of the parts are equal. And we have already showed that this side is equal to this side. So we can say that this is the bisector. Now remaining term is we have to show here that there is angle of 90 degree. If we mark here that angle 5 and angle C, so we can say here angle 5 plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, because linear pair of angles. Because we know that on a straight line there is an angle of 180 degree. So addition of angle 5 and angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Also angle 5 is equal to angle C, because from third part we have already showed that these two triangles are congruent. That means all the parts will be equal. So 5 is equal to 6. Now put the value in this, equal to 180 degree. So angle 5 is equal to 90 degree, which is equal to angle 6. So both of the value of both of the angle is 90 degrees. So we can say that AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. This is our question number first. Okay.